bonehead who blogs regularly at www.aboutbone.com. The topic today is who named the bones? What were they thinking? All of our 200 plus bones have names, which facilitates describing them when we can't actually hold them or point directly at them. It might be easier to remember the names if they were familiar ones like Robert, Sally, and Kevin, but no such luck. Latin was the original language of science, so the bones received Latin names, and some of those were derived from Greek. All were purely descriptive and widely understood, providing that you spoke Latin. For example, the shoulder blade is mostly flat and triangular. An anatomist picked one up, pondered it a bit, and decided it resembled the blade on a shovel or spade. He named it scapula, Latin for shovel. The 8 wrist bones are another good example of simplicity. At first they were just numbered, but then they received Latin names, including scaphoid, lunate, triquetrum, and pisiform. Those Latin names are hard for us to remember, but they merely describe the bone's shapes: boat, crescent moon, 3 corners, and P-shaped, respectively, for the scaphoid, lunate, triquetrum, and pisiform. To aid memory, medical students use this mnemonic, or dirtier versions, to learn the names of the wrist bones. She loves to please the tall campus hero. Not only do the bones have names that are vaguely descriptive, so do all of their bumps, ridges, and crannies. For instance, the tip of your shoulder is your acromion. This word is derived from Greek acro, meaning highest or topmost, as in Acropolis, high city, and from omion, meaning shoulder. That makes sense, as does olecranon to describe the tip of your elbow. It comes from Greek olene for elbow plus cranion for head. But what about the bumps on both sides of your ankle? They are malleoli. Malleus means hammer. What were they thinking? Then consider that the hip joint's deep socket in the pelvis is officially known as the acetabulum. Pretty strange to a non-Latin speaker, but it is simply named for its resemblance to a vinegar cup. Acetum for vinegar plus abulum for container. I do not know, however, what the early anatomists did with cups of vinegar. Maybe it was just wine that had gone bad, and they drank it anyway, just before naming the malleoli. Doctors today buy into the Greek and Latin naming tradition, both necessarily and willingly. By using uniform terminology, professionals can understand oral presentations and written journal articles from around the world. Then, too, consciously or unconsciously, tossing ancient expressions around separates the wizards from the uneducated masses. This makes knowledge privileged and hence valuable. Without holding the secret keys to the kingdom, doctors could suddenly lose respect. Consider, for instance, the awe-inspiring term foramen magnum, the 1-inch diameter hole at the base of the skull from whence the spinal cord emerges. Foramen magnum sounds grand and important, perhaps even magical, doesn't it? It translates into English, however, as the big hole. That's it for now. I'm Roy Meals, blogging regularly at www.aboutbone.com. Come have a look.